Hi, everybody. This is Eduardo Belletti, and this is a tour for all of the new participants that just joined us at the AI for Local Value program. Uh, we are going to do a quick little tour around the learning management system, the LMS, it's called, that it houses all of the activities of our global community. And we're going to find out where things are, learn how to connect, and I'll show you a few tips that I find that are handy. So let's get into it. I'm going to share with you guys my little screen. So when you guys first log into the system, you'll get an email. If you're watching this, you've already seen this. You come in, you click on the AI for Local Value program. On the left, remember there's a sort of a hot a quick menu here, and you always have the AI for Local Value program there. And some things that people don't know is that you can actually have a look at all the people that are signed in right now, and then all the upcoming events that are available for you as well. They're all chronologically ordered, and that is for as the program evolves, we're going to have more and more things that are happening. One other thing that I'd like to point out is that when you're brand new, you want to go and click on this thing in the top right corner, and you want to select profile. In your profile, you can edit. And when you edit the profile, you can change your username. That's not a huge thing. That's not really going to change what people see. What people see is your first name and your last name. So if there's anything that's incorrect, or you want to have an easier pronounced name, put in your preferred name that people are going to call you in conversation. Add your hometown. I'm in Ottawa, Canada. It's the capital of Canada. And make sure that your time zone is right. That way, all of the times will be translated to what you want to have. The other thing too is that you can click on here or drag and drop a photo, and then that way when you are logged in and you're communicating with other people, you will have a photo to work with. So I need to do that still, so I will do that before you see me next. Then once you are done editing your profile, you want to click update. And now you'll see that my hometown of Ottawa, Canada has been changed. Then you can click over here on the AI for Local Value, and you're going to jump right into the program. So this is the learning management system. There's a few sections. I'm going to go over this with you really, really quickly. So first is this program outline. It's important that you download this and read it. It's going to be a little bit long, but it has all the schedules, it's got the deliverables, it's got what our requirements are for you to earn a certificate. Now you'll notice there's a little date here. This is the date that it's been last revised. So if there's any issues, if there's any inconsistencies or anything like that that we find out about, I hope there isn't, but there's always the possibility there will be a revised on date. So keep an eye out on that. And if there is any important changes, I will make sure to make an announcement to you. All the announcements are the things that we send out to the community. And you'll notice that Tony Belletti, who delivered the module last week, and module 1, as well as the main program lead, the creator of this entire program, he is going to start offering office hours as well. So you'll see these big announcements. You can't reply to them, but all these announcements are going to get pushed out to your email. Now, there's a connect space as well. I'm going to go over that in just a moment. The experiential is going to cover all of the stuff that's going to add layers of value to you on top of the normal program. We're going to have opportunity reviews, we're going to have speaker series, and we may even have a little bit more things that we haven't put up here yet. Before each Wednesday, we will add the slides that we're going to be presented. You'll be able to download these slides. You don't have to do a bunch of screen captures and share them on WhatsApp and whatever. You can just download it from here, and it's a nice clean PDF that you can have and follow along with. We've got a resources section. This is the other place that if you're new, you need to come in here and you need to download everything that's here. The one that you need to read right away, get familiar with, really understand what we're asking you to do is the Guide for Individual Deliverable 1 Takeaways. This is going to give you what takeaways are, what they aren't, what we're expecting of you for that particular deliverable. It happens each week, so we're about to launch day 2 in about less than 9 hours. So make sure that you read this and you're familiar with it before you write your takeaways. The takeaways have a template as well. So you can use this, you need to use this, and that way everything is in the same format for it. We're actually using machines to collect everything and amalgamate it into one file that can then be used in topic modeling. And topic modeling is a really interesting tool that allows us to organize all the knowledge. So we're going to curate all of the takeaways that you submit, and we're going to start building an inventory of takeaways that is going to be something that you can take with you and use, refer to long after this program is over. There's also a couple other templates, one for the Good AI Opportunity, which is an individual assignment, and the AI Leader. These are going to help you complete it. And we have an inventory that the Scale Early, Rapidly, and Securely community has tracks companies from around the world that have done this wonderful thing of going from worth nothing, their founding, to being worth over $1 billion US in value in less than 10 years. Many of them have done it. I think the average right now is 4.2 years that companies are taking to go from we just started to being worth over $1 billion and still privately owned. So 35 companies that we have in our inventory right now. You can download all of the details of them in this Excel sheet. When things are due and you have to do the work to be able to really learn in this program, we have different submission portals. So each week when the takeaways are due, you'll see a list of these. When you click on it, you'll go in and you'll see some instructions that are all there for you. You'll see whether or not you've attempted it, what grade you got, and you'll see as well that this was due 22 minutes ago, and so I'm a little bit over the thing. Normally there would be a submission button here, but because I'm late, the system actually automatically cuts me off. In the other deliverable submission portals as well, we have the stuff for week 4 with the opportunity slide deck, the AI leader slide deck, as well as the stuff for week 7 and week 6 that are here as well. And each one, like before, they have instructions for you, and it says when these are able to be submitted. So there is a window of opportunity for you to be able to submit it. It's going to be starting on October 21st and ending on October 28th. All of our stuff is recorded. So all of the submission, all of the lectures that are done, and there is 3 that happen every week, every Wednesday for some of our friends in Asia and in Australia. There is for our last section, section C, that actually ends up moving over to Thursday, your time, Thursday morning. But here in Ottawa, the times aligned for section A is 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and then 9 p.m. And we have the recordings. You can click on that. You can go back and you can listen to them, and you can, or if you happen to miss it, or you want to watch somebody else's section, you attended one, you want to go look at another one, see if it was delivered slightly different, then you can go back, and those resources are available to you the entire time. I'm going to tell you about the chat transcripts in a bit, but these transcripts are going to be valuable to you as well. Now, the last thing I want to show you on our little tour is the resources we have available to you. Our team has gone through and done a tremendous amount of work of collecting a whole bunch of resources that can benefit you today. You can you can go and access algorithms and platforms that are best to find jobs or post jobs. A number of really great talks have happened in the last 4 years. And then we also have open source applications, open source platforms, frameworks, and libraries, books, online library. And for the people who like to be self-taught, there's some courses that are available for you too, which are really quite interesting to get into. If there are things that you'd like to add to this, we do have the ability, we're encouraging you to contribute to it. So this library contributions button will allow you to go in and you can add a new entry to this where you are able to put in the title of whatever resource it is that you're going to contribute. You can put in links, you can do a description, you can add keywords so they're easy to search for later, so tagging. And then you can submit an attachment if there is a file or some sort of PDF or something that you think that should be going along with the description. You click Save Changes and you contribute to the library. We really would appreciate it because we have a community from 10 different countries across 6 different continents. There's more than 1,200 people that are in here. So it is great to add more value everywhere you can, contribute the resources that you have access to, that you know about, and that everybody else can benefit from as well. As a community, the stronger we are as a whole, the better it is for everybody. So that's the rough tour of everything. It's a fairly self-explanatory interface. Now what I want to talk to you about is what happens for live sessions. So like I said, there's 3 live recordings that happen every Wednesday. And the schedule for it is in the program outline that has been made available to you both by email as well as here for download. Before each one of the sessions start, you can go into the Zoom meeting early, and you can actually make it so that you can meet with everybody, what we're calling the social 30. So show up 30 minutes before or 15 minutes before and come and meet the different participants that are there. Say hello, tell everybody, meet everybody that is also in the same section as you. Because these are people that they're resources for you to leverage as you grow in this AI community and as you're trying to do projects that span across borders. So show up, get your virtual seat, be ready for when the live lecture begins. Don't come in late. You lose a lot of valuable information when you come in late. So come in early. At the hour, you'll hear from me. I'll come in, I'll do a very brief set of announcements and introduce the speaker of the day. And then the speaker will go through some fantastic material. I'm really looking forward to the material that we're going to be learning. It's week 2 right now, so we're about to do module 2. Module 1 was absolutely fantastic, and we have 5 more modules to go. So go into the Zoom meeting, and at the end of it, after I'll provide you some instructions as a reminder, but the Q&A session is going to happen in the post-session chat room. This post-session chat room is going to be all text-based, obviously, as it's a chat room, and you'll go in and you'll be able to have a one-on-one conversation with, or many people are going to have a one-on-one conversation with the speaker. Ask your questions, put in your points of discussion, and we'll have a record of it all. So the question that most people have is, Eduardo, why are we doing it in chat room? Why aren't we doing it in Zoom? And the main reason is the data. By having it all written down in text form, we'll be able to actually make use of the data, and then we will be able to process it. So we're going to extract the most interesting information So when you go into these chat transcripts, you can click on View Past Chat Sessions, and you'll be able to see where everything, what the conversation was that they had. So we'll go through and we will start to pull all of the best questions, the best answers, and curate this information so that you can benefit from what everybody has contributed here. So there'll be a half an hour to start. There'll be the hour and a half lecture, and then we'll have the half an hour chat afterwards. On top of that, there's one thing that you need to know is our takeaways are from that live session. So really get familiar with what takeaways are, because within 48 hours of the session, you're expected to submit 5 or more takeaways to the collective pile of takeaways, and we're going to process it. They're really important. We do the same work with using topic modeling and curating this information, so that way we can provide it back to you and have everybody contribute to something bigger than any one person or any small group of people will be able to produce on their own. We're going to all benefit from a large inventory of takeaways, and then we will polish it all up and bring it back to you. So it's important that quality matters. We want to make sure that those takeaways that you give us are going to be really high quality. Go through your notes, make sure that you extract the most interesting parts of the lecture, and make sure that they're concise, they're high quality, and they are statements that are prescriptive or descriptive, and then use that template that we have for you to be able to submit it down in the module takeaways section. The last thing I want to show you guys is this, how are you going to connect with the community? So we have already covered the Zoom meetings, and we've covered the post-session chat rooms, but we also have 3 discussion forums through as well. The community's discussion forum is fantastic. Right now, you can see my little notification. I got 125 posts I got to go through and read. It is just catching fire right now. There's all sorts of great discussions that are happening inside of here. We've got AI for cybersecurity and all sorts of different types of applications of AI where people are bringing up new ideas from around the world. They're sharing. The people in South America are working with the people in Africa, who are working with the people in Asia, who are working with the people in Europe. It is great to see. So jump into the fray, can start contributing, find where the people that are talking about the things that you're interested in, and if you have new subjects, start a new discussion. So just click on this add new discussion and get going. Now also inside of our LMS, there is the projects discussion board. Now this is a little bit more focused on creating tangible projects that are going to be something that people work on for deliverables in the program, or on stuff that happens outside the program. We always say leverage this community to create new value in your local communities, so you can organize with people who are like-minded. And this particular discussion has been doing great, and I hope that there is going to be some interesting things that come out of it. Finally, we also have a discussion forum for feedback. This is where you get to message people like me who are on the other side, working behind the scenes to make this as the best experience it possibly can be, as well as add as much value to everybody as possible too. So if you click on in here, then you're able to provide us with feedback. Just click a new discussion topic. Tell us what you love, what you don't like, what you think that is missing and that we can add for you. We're here to support you and help you make the most of being inside this community. Well, the last thing I want to do is I want to provide you with a couple of tips. Now, in the top right-hand corner, I had said that you can go in and you can play with your profile, but you can also go to your preferences. Now, preferences will allow you to do one or two interesting things that I want to show you. One is this forum preference. Now, there's the main things I wanted to actually show you are here. One is that you can decide what your auto subscription decision is. When you post something, you can have yourself subscribe to that forum, or you can have it so you don't subscribe. It's good to have it that you subscribe to the forum so it allows you to keep track of the discussions that you're a part of. Now, you can also have emails be sent to you. You can have an email for every single post that happens in a forum. Now, if you're part of a whole bunch of forums, this could be a little overwhelming. And I had that on for a number of days, and then I created a rule in my email system that sorted everything out of my inbox and put it into one particular folder. But then I discovered that there is this summary with an email digest, and you will get a daily email rather than one email per forum post that summarizes everything that happened that day. So I have selected personally that I want to see the full posts, but have a daily email. But you can also have it that it just gives you the subjects. So I'm going to click on that. The other thing that I found really handy is that your default will probably say do not do any forum tracking. Now, the reason that I'm able to see all of the messages or the posts that I have not read yet is because I have turned forum tracking on. So go in here, click yes, highlight new post for me, and click save changes. And then when you go back to the program and you start scrolling through here, you will see these little messages. If the messages bug you, or if you don't really want to see them, you can always turn it off. But I find it really handy to go through, and that way I know I need to click on this particular link, and that will bring me into where I need to go. Well, that is the tour, folks. We're so pleased to have you here and to be here with you. We can't wait to see what you will do with this program and what we can see you produce as a group. There's obviously a lot more to tell you, but I'll save that for the next video. Remember to read the program outline thoroughly and take a really close read of the takeaways guide so that you can produce high quality takeaways that will benefit you and it will benefit the entire community. Other than that, that's it for now. Let's change the world and let's make it a better place. I'm Eduardo Belletti, and I will see you soon.